Finally, I watched the Be Our Guest finale of American Horror Story Hotel, crying all the way through. How could I not? Bawling, bittersweet, cathartic tears of joy and pain. It brought me all the catharsis and closure I needed. Perfect. It always feels good to cry at the finale episode, beginning with all the ghosts united in a hotel afterlife meeting called by Liz and Iris. As much as I imagine my dream afterlife, all my ghosts I speak of and talk to united in this house with my grandparents, great aunt Theda and Uncle Butch who built this house and put in those gorgeous hardwood floors. I'm in no rush to get there. I just want to be upset when it inevitably surprises me, as death always does. Accepting one's inevitable death is a good point to reach, disabled at 40. Whatever and whenever, universe, I just don't want to be responsible for my own death. I prefer to die in this house, which will be haunting it. Honestly, real talk, I shouldn't take American Horror Story that supernatural part so seriously. But hey, tears of joy at the hotel finale again when hypodermic Sally found redemption, joy, and satisfaction in an iPhone on the internet. Stopped being a needy drug addict ghost with abandonment issues, always trying to heal the wound, fill the hole. Instead, gave up drugs and death with social media. I guess I kind of did that. The internet saved Sally from her pain. I prefer to think of the internet and social media being a safe harbor of embracing adoration, as Sally does, and it's totally not. It's a brutal snake pit of vipers. But the internet does help me feel belonging, although isolated here. Enough to quit drugs and self-destruction. Hypodermic Sally's redemption mirrors my redemption with the internet. Facebook, sometimes people take it over, and sometimes it's like a great healing support group if you do it right. Which is really nice to everyone who you may have been shitty to in the past. I mean, come on, it's a lot nicer to be nice on the internet than when actually involved with people. Like that girl, my old high school friend Stephanie said, who I had my first lesbian experience with in 1992. It was a 2017 morning, so many years later. We parted ways in high school. I wrote a poem in my zine about her sex life. Not a fiddle, I know that now. Chose publication of her friendship for the first time out of so many. 25 years ago, I've made the same choice over and over. If people are mad at what I wrote, they can take a number and queue up to the left. Stephanie's Facebook article in 2017 unleashed schizophrenia confessions to me and some lady. Stephanie only responded, "Thanks for sharing," in that perky way. Like the college counselor she became who doesn't know what to do with what the person is saying. I don't have to deal with it or her. That's why I love the internet. Unlike people, you can turn it on and off and walk away from it when you want to. I will just politely and respectfully drift off into the ether now that I've disengaged from social media. Some of it, anyway. If people are mad, no. Point taken. I won't be commenting on or liking any further of Stephanie's posts for a bit. Stephanie has her own tragedy. I know. Different than mine. Stephanie supports her husband, off her parents' money, while he plays guitar. She has a disabled child who needs special care. Like so many of my old lovers, and we just made out when we were 15. She got married, had a baby. But sexuality is very normal. Men are a more socially acceptable path. She's a dear girl. I wish her well. But Sally on hotel finds the internet and gives up drugs and killing. I never killed anyone. I found the internet and gave up alcohol and drugs. Or I had the internet, but it took me a while to realize what it could do. And it took a death to make me give up booze. Drugs are terrible. Social media is way more fun and rewarding than drugs, but no, I don't have it either. It can be redemptive. Sally's internet part ended. I didn't cry for the last time I watched her tell. Smile instead. I guess that's the exposure therapy. Working. The part where Will Drake reinvents his career with Hotel Ghost and Liz Taylor is exhilarating and empowering. Making a career out of the shit you were left with. That was what I tried to do when I went on SSGI in 2008, when I thought my life was over. I cried at Liz Taylor's Destiny when Marianne Faithfull's Ballad of Lucy Jordan comes on. I always do. Tears on schedule when Tristan's ghost reappears. Sometimes when tears are expected and wanted, they don't come. Sometimes they do. I watch American Horror Story repeatedly for tearful exposure therapy. Back to the Cortez. This is getting too deep again. Billie Jean Howard from Murder House scared off my devil's night. Blessed of it not being smart to encourage supernatural psychosis for writing. I love that. Do not treat the supernatural like a toy, or it will not be so kind to you, said John Genet's ghost when I did that seance for him. When I watch this enough times, I don't cry. Just smile at the craft and the artistry of it. That's how I know the exposure therapy really is working. Exposure therapy working is one of the many reasons I watch the show over and over and don't know when I'll stop. For distraction, for entertainment, for perspective, for schadenfreude, for company, for what not to do, for life lessons, for knowing what's real and what's fantasy. Chapter 21, Into the Asylum. I watched American Horror Story Asylum once again in April 2017 for schadenfreude. Asylum was the most triggering season for me and was the last one that I was to watch, though now I've seen it many times. I mean, a little close to home. Lesbian writers, new religion, mental health. These central themes loom large in my life. Almost too close to home. Asylum reminds me why I'm so relieved to be born in 1976. I said earlier, we'll do everything possible not to end up in a Reno psych hospital. I want to try really hard not to let Asylum give me any more shit to add to my already extensive list of shit to worry about. Presently including Trump, nuclear war, my sister, my soon-to-be-married cousin who has to move, my future. Triggers brought up by Asylum. That's all for you, Lucky. Our way. Schadenfreude, entertainment, grace. The religious hypocrisy and evils of Christianity component of Asylum feel especially apropos on Easter. I watched on Easter. I originally planned on making a marathon night of watching American Horror Story Asylum and then going to Easter brunch. Glad I didn't. That would have been harder. So I slept at a reasonable hour instead. Raced off to eat just a brunch late, not up to my usual preparatory worrying. I was like a little kid on Instagram, showing everyone my vintage Betsy Johnson Easter dress. I wore flesh-tone fishnets for Easter, a broken engagement ring for my wedding ring collection. I inevitably wore something ridiculously flashy over my aunt knuckles, yet seasonal. They expected of me. No one said anything. I didn't have the slightest problem with it. At brunch, Aunt Ruthie said something about Easter being when ladies, who usually were all black, wear pastels. My aunt and grandpa comforted me that my blonde and blue hair, as it was then, wasn't that bad. I preferred the blue blonde as it was for spring to then the blonde creamsicle my hair was before. That was not a good look. No matter what Twitter says about blonde being trendy in 2017, Jesus now. I prefer season with cotton and Easter night. I'm a fucking blondie now. My aunt said I should visit Grandma more often in April 2017. Pity she's dead now. Back then she wasn't too far away. So close that whether or not she was awake. When I went over there, kind of didn't matter. I could always just go home when she was asleep. I counted Easter brunch 2017 as a total win all around, as no one suggested my cousin and her fiance move in with me. Lucy and I even talked about Lauren needing to move out at the same time as her wedding. I expressed concern. I told my aunt I did witchcraft for Lauren. In my mind, doing witchcraft for my cousin's housing situation was the same as praying for her. Happy Easter. Blessed be. Goddess and horn, God bless. All religions are basically the same to me. My aunt was sweet enough to pretend to understand. When I got home, my tarot reading said the next big event coming up would be my cousin's wedding, seeming more and more and more like a stressful shit show for the whole family. But our wedding was kind of always a wonderful shit show. My cousin might go from extravagant wedding back home to a trailer. My aunt told me they were considering a trailer to yurt transition. They have pets, need to stay on Vision Island. I was reassured that no one would ever consider having them